Hi, 5th graders. Today we're going to learn about relating multiplication and division using parentheses, algebra, and order of operations. So let's get started. We're going to start off with relating multiplication and division, and we're going to do number 4 and number 8 together. So when you look at the example, it gives us 2 times 4 equals 8, right? But when we do 8 divided by 2, we get 4, which is one of the factors. So that's what we're going to do for number 4. So we know that 7 times 8 equals what? 56, right? So we're going to write n equals 56, because that's what we already know. 56. Oops. So we're going to put n equals 56, right? Now we have to do we have to write this equation in terms of division. So we're given two factors of 56, 7 and 8. So given the factors, we know that when we do 56 divided by 7, we get what? We get 8, right? Because 8 times 7 equals 56. And the same will go for when 56 is divided by 8, you get what? 7, right? Because 7 times 8 equals 56. So n will be 56, but your division, your checking your answer will be 56 divided by 7 equals 8, 56 divided by 8 equals 7. And both these numbers are over here, so you know that your answer is correct. Now we have to do the same thing for number 9. We know that 9 times 9 is what? 81, right? So we get n equals 81. Since 9 is the same thing, we just need to do 9 and 9 are the same numbers. We don't need to do it twice like we did in number 4. We just do 81 divided by 9, and we get 9. Because 9 times 9 equals 81, and if you do it the other way, you still get 9, right? So your multiplication answers will be 56, and then your division answers will be this whole portion, and your multiplication answer for number 8 will be 81, and your division answer will be 81 divided by 9 equals 9. So you have to do this for all of these problems, okay? Now let's move on to using parentheses. So we're going to do number 4 together. And number 4 gave us a value of 12, right? Now we need to figure out whether it's A or B that gives us the actual answer of 12. So when we're doing these parentheses, we need to do PEMDAS. Do you guys remember what PEMDAS is? Remember, it's parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. In that order, okay? So when it gives us, it gives us 12 plus 12 plus parentheses 0 times 4 parentheses. So we know that the first letter in PEMDAS is P, which stands for parentheses. So we need to do the expressions inside the parentheses first. So we're gonna get 12 plus what? 0 times 4 is what? Anything times 0 equals what? 0. So we put 0. Oops, sorry. 0. Now we just need to add, because nothing else, we don't need to do any other order of operation, right? So we're going to do 12 plus 0 is what? Just 12. So that's our answer for the expression given in letter A. Let's move on to B. This one gives us 12 parentheses 12 plus 0 parentheses times 4. So remember, we need to do the one in the parentheses first because it's P in PEMDAS. It comes first. So 12 plus 0 is what? Just 12. So we put 12 parentheses. Now we bring everything else down, which is just times 4. And there are no other order of operations given in this expression. So we just do 12 times 4, which just gives us 48. Right? Now we need to figure out whether the answers from these expressions equal the given value from number 4. So we were given 12, remember, right here. 12 equals 12, so this is one answer. And 48 does not equal 12. So letter A is your final answer. So I'll highlight it. That's your final answer. And a little disclaimer for this part, this page. For number 5, there was a mistake. For the portion B, oops, I made a spelling error. I'll fix it as I say it. As you can read here, it says make sure make sure that, make sure that the second expression is 3 times 3 times 4. 3 times 3 parentheses times 4, okay? Like this, because this one does not, because if you don't, then none of these are answers, okay? Now let's move on to algebra. We're going to do number 7 together. So what is it? The instructions say evaluate the expression parentheses n over 8 for each value of n. So we're given the values of n, right? So we're going to do number 7 together. For number 7, we're given that n equals 336. Now we're going to plug in this n into this given expression, which is n over 8, right? Let's get my pen out this time. So we're going to plug it in. So we get n over 8 equals, it comes what? So we're given that n equals 336, right? So we're going to put 336 for n. 336 over 8. Ooh, this does not look like a 6. Okay, right? So when we do 336 over 8, that's the same thing as what? Division, right? So 8 is going to be your divisor, and 336 is going to be your dividend. So let's see. Does 8 go into 3? No, right? So we put 0. Okay, does 8 go into 33? Yes. How many times? 4 times, right? Because 4 times 8 equals what? 32. And we can't put 5 because 5 times 8 equals 40, and 40 is too big to go into 33, right? So now we subtract. 8 times 4 was what? 32. So we do 33 minus 32, and we get a remainder of 1. Now we bring the 6 down, right? And we get 16. Can 8 go into 16 perfectly? Yep, because 8 times 2 equals what? 16. So we subtract 16. And in the end, we get 42 as our answer. Here, let me write it out for you guys. So in the end, we get 42 as our final answer. Oh, that looks a little bit too small. 42 as our final answer. Okay? And that's how you do it for all your other problems. You plug it into this equation. Now we're going to do order of operations, which is again just PEMDAS, right? Parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. We're going to do number 2 together. It gives us 12 times 3 divided by 6 plus 4. Now, we're given multiplication and division next to each other, right? And obviously, multiplication comes first, yes. But when it's in terms of like the problem number 8, then of course you do the parentheses first, but you can always, it doesn't matter when you do division first and multiplication first. You just go left to right sometimes, okay? But in this case, it follows the PEMDAS rule. Okay, so now let's follow the PEMDAS rule. There's no parentheses and there's no exponents, so we move on to multiplication, which is 12 times 3. We got 12 times 3 equals what? 36. And then we get division by 6 plus 4, right? Now we need to go to the second step. So we're done with multiplication. Now we have division. Do we have division in this equation? Yep. So we do 36 divided by 6, which gives us just 6, right? Now we bring the rest of it down, and we go on to addition. Does it have addition right here? Yep. So we just do 6 plus 4, which gives us an answer of 10, and that's going to be your final answer. It's very crucial that when you do order of operations, you have to follow the PEMDAS rule, or else it doesn't work. Your answer is incorrect. But remember of the exceptions that I told you, the addition and subtraction and multiplication and division, when they're next to each other, but they're not necessarily in the same order, just go left to right, okay? And that's all I have for you guys today. I hope this helped you guys.